How we doing, guys? Joe Drake here with Gravity and Oxygen for your guys' conversation on the go this week, and I am here with the co-owners of Fit Food Fresh. So one of the companies that we've been fortunate enough to build a relationship with, and we thought would be awesome for you guys to kind of hear a little bit more about their company, how they got into doing what they're doing, and really kind of get some of the backstory. So maybe, and either one of you can maybe take this, based on what you guys want to do. But how did you guys get into the food delivery company? Because from what I understand, that you guys, your background's not, neither one of you are chefs. So maybe talk to us a little bit about like how you got into doing like what you guys are doing now and building this company.
He can cook a little bit. He's impressed me with some. He's got a salmon dish that's pretty on point. But I, however, burn water. So we got into it out of necessity. We were both trying to eat correctly and run the world. We both had our own businesses at the time, and we tried some other services. We loved the concept, and we just kind of wanted a little bit more customization, being able to pick what we wanted. My background was really customer service, so that's where I was really sensitive and just kind of seeing where the ball was being dropped, and it felt like the concept was excellent. A lot of the companies were doing a lot of things right, but some of the follow through and the execution just was, like I said, dropping the ball. So we saw an opportunity, and he kind of twisted my arm into it. I was kind of against it originally just because I was like, what do we know about food and everything? But
food was definitely a thing that we did not want to get into. My background's in marketing, specifically internet marketing. I had done consulting for a number of clients. My day was busy. I couldn't leave the office. I'm constantly just trying to make my clients money and trying to make sure that they can be found on Google and such.
Yeah.
And I was a customer, and so was my friend Casey here, of other meal plan companies, and we were just kind of fed up with the bad service and the bad quality, and just thought we could find a better way to do it. Again, not intentionally being to where we are now.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny looking back, going, wow, we never intended for this to happen. We just were hoping to just kind of build a brand, if you will, and maybe kind of dabble in it. It was never meant to be a full-blown company.
Yeah.
And here we are today, almost 2.5 years later, and being one of the highest rated here in South Florida.
Yeah, so with, because I know for me coming and getting involved with food delivery was kind of like a game changer in my fitness and being able to do more throughout the day. And obviously lots of different companies have popped up, but for you guys, obviously you went from having a different career, totally different focus, coming as customers. What is it that you enjoy, or I guess have been the most excited about, like what you're doing? Because obviously, like you said, you guys had other jobs, you left those jobs, you built this place.
Well, it's kind of funny because, again, I'm probably more of the foodie than Casey is.
Yeah.
Casey sticks to his meatloaf, sticks to his easy things. Actually, you don't like meatloaf, did you?
oh, I love the army meatloaf.
Right, but I thought before he didn't. Well, I mean, he's more of like a normal staple kind of guy, and I'm the guy that would like venture out and eat like octopus and different things like that.
Yeah.
Things that he normally wouldn't touch. But we just appreciated having, from that customer standpoint, making sure our meals were what our customers would want, what we would like, what we liked about having other different things, rather than having a personal trainer dictate it, no offense, or a chef, that's not thinking from that kind of mindset. So we just try to take a different approach and do it a lot differently.
Yeah. So what would you say that customers can expect, or maybe that they get from you guys as a food delivery company, but more than just a food delivery company, that they might not expect? Obviously they know they're going to have food show up on their doorstep, or they're going to pick it up, but what is it that you guys do beyond that makes you guys a little bit more than your all the other companies out there?
I think kind of not only our experience in customer service and making sure that that's paramount, but also our experience as members and noticing what we didn't like and what we wanted. We're relentless at polling our members every time. We love having people come in, and we're really big on the relationship with the brand, because we feel like that level of intimacy allows them to be candid about, the rice was undercooked or this was overcooked or whatever. We want to hear the negative stuff so we know where to tweak, where to improve. And I think that's what really sets us apart. I love bragging about the fact that we're the only 5-star reviewed meal plan on Yelp, but it really comes down to our members. Our members are the ones giving us the feedback that they're caring enough about our business and what we're doing to not transition to somebody else. They're helping us make what we do better for them and for other members. So really all the 5 stars are them. They're the ones doing the reviews, they're giving us the feedback, they're giving us the ideas, whether it's a suggestion, a critique, or a compliment. We want to hear it all, and we're really open to that. And being intentionally staying small and more boutique is kind of our mindset, because that allows us to kind of pivot and adapt to what the trends are, or what the needs are that we're seeing from our members and the feedback that we get from them. So
It's really their company
yeah.
rather than ours. We're just here trying to make sure it works.
No, that's awesome. I think that's why our places, Gravity and Oxygen, has gelled well with some of what you guys have done for us. Just because you're really thinking about what people are asking for, what do they want, and that continues to change and evolve. And that's tough as a company to put that out there, and you try something and maybe you get bad feedback about it and be willing to change that. And a lot of places don't.
Yeah, you're putting a lot of yourself in there, and I know you guys have excellent relationship with your brand, so I'm sure you guys experiment with this and you really want to go over well, but you have to, at the end of the day, you run it up the flagpole, you see how it goes.
Doesn't matter what I want,
change
it's what they
quick.
want.
Yeah, you got to eat that ego and just say, okay, as much as this was my baby and I worked on this and I thought this was genius, I guess not. So we'll pivot and we'll do something else, and it's fun. It's a good exercise to constantly.
And it's fun. We just kind of
reevaluate.
constantly, no matter how big we get, we just try to constantly make sure that we can change quickly and adapt quickly, and just listen to what they say, and we almost annoy our customers to death to try to find out
What do
they
you want?
Yeah, I mean, we unfortunately, but we just want to try to find out what what'll make what you like.
I love getting. I feel like I'm not getting text messages from you guys, but that's cool. I've never gotten that from anybody else, so I like that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough. We don't want to bother you, but we want to just try to be the best we can be.
No, I know from the fitness side of things, people honestly need accountability. They need to be bothered.
Yeah.
I think that's why they come to you guys,
Well,
right?
it's almost similar to us. I mean, if we didn't have, we just rolled out a new feature to where we find, our customers can still choose their meals, but if they can or they're too busy, we can choose for them. I myself, I somehow, even though I've got a kitchen behind my back, can't seem to choose my own meals, and it's just I just forget. I mean,
Your mind's just not
I still
there.
go home and my refrigerator's empty.
Yeah.
Like it's just funny. So, it's something that we try to adapt to constantly make it easier for everybody.
Have you guys had any? Obviously you guys have been open for how long now?
About 2.5 years.
Yeah, technically 2.5 years.
2.5 years. I imagine you probably had some customers stay with you for quite some time. You've had some people. Do you have any like great stories or like transformations or anything else? I know people love on the fitness side. They love to hear about those things, and I'm sure you guys get to interact with people in the same way. So, are there any of that you guys maybe have to share?
We've got a lot. The most recent one, what was that, last week?
Last week, yeah.
One of our original members, guy named Matt, he was very, he's a guy that has a pretty big heart. You realize that right after meeting him.
Yeah.
One of his coworkers had a health issue that was brought up to him, and his doctor basically said, like, clock is ticking, you're in very bad shape, to the point where the guy basically came to Matt during work, and he's like, crying, saying, I need to turn this around. What are you doing? I know you're doing something right. He got him on, and he sent us a text. It was one of the most awesome things that you could receive in the morning.
You can see it on our Facebook page if you see it.
Yeah, and it was a text how after 30 days the guy dropped 10 pounds, and the doctor was just like floored by the results that he made in such a short period of time. He didn't expect him to take that and actually see that kind of a pivot, and it's cool. It humbles you, because our job running the ship, we focus on where the leaks are, what the problems are. We focus on all the negative stuff. So when we see a 5-star review come up, or we get a compliment like that, or we have someone talk about how another client, she just recently had triplets, and her and her husband both work full time. So that story, even something like that, but then to change somebody's life and really feel like, okay, I'm doing more than just showing up and
Give us
typing
the
on
good
a computer.
food.
Just giving out meals.
And just to hear that story and have them tell you personally, I got to meet this gentleman, and it was just like, I couldn't even look at him directly. I was like ready to cry. I was like,
No, man, that's the stuff that gives you like little tingles
Yeah,
on your.
I sent
your
it to my
head.
mom, my aunts, like everybody.
Yeah.
I was just
It
like,
makes
I felt really proud.
The sleepless nights and everything that we went through to build this, makes it worth it.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. And then, so, I mean, kind of speaking on that too, what would you guys say like your like the purpose of Fit Food Fresh is? Like, I know we kind of heard, filling gaps like on what other companies haven't done, but obviously now that you guys are a couple years into really building something that's special, what do you think that the purpose of Fit Food Fresh is? For the people watching, for them to have an understanding of like who you guys are at your core.
I always tell people that it's more than just the food. A lot of people will say that the food is the product. That's just kind of an instrument. The product is really the convenience and the service. We really want to, another one of our quotes is, we don't want to be the biggest, we just want to be the best. We want to maintain the 5 stars. Everyone else could be nationwide and do all that other stuff. We want to be the best. It's something that we're proud of, and our ability to focus on what people want and make it a little bit easier for them to achieve their goals. I always tell people, if you have Cheetos in the pantry and the delicious but healthy meal is down the street, at 11 you're going for the Cheetos just because it's more convenient. As much as you want to see that scale drop, you're going for the Cheetos, myself included. So putting the food there, having the right service, and having it something that making it something that you know will adapt to what you need, and they'll listen to your feedback, and they'll treat you with the respect that we want to expect from other companies, but unfortunately it's few and far between these days.
And it turns almost like a concierge service at that point. Like just we're there to make it easy for you, make your life more simple, more efficient, save you time, give you more time to spend with your family and loved ones.
Short of hiring a nutritionist chef,
I mean, it's almost like having like a private chef. I mean, and not to make it sound like that, but our food is
it speaks for itself. We always tell people we can't sell, the food will sell itself, just you have to try it.
Well, and that's where I feel like from my side and working with clients and understanding how big the nutrition piece is, and I think for a lot of people, they look at a meal plan, even something that's whatever, $8, $9, $10, $11, $12 a meal, and people are like, I don't know, I should, I think I can shop and do it. But I just find that most people, either A, they're just not going to do it, or B, it's actually tough to shop and do it for that price too.
If you're going to eat every day.
If you're going to eat chicken and broccoli every day, which I've done, I can do it. But
We've
it's
all
not
done
that
it.
much fun.
I would cook all day Sunday and eat the same thing.
You can't do it forever.
No.
And it starts getting to you after a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we just want to give you the variety. Our menu's really extensive. It's over 60 items a week. I think bordering almost on plus 70 now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's over 70 now.
So it's we're constantly trying to build on it. Make the variety there. Make sure you don't get bored. We don't limit you to menus. You can go across any method. I mean, we've got something for everybody.
What a good way to put it, I would say, is we take away your excuses. So now it's like it's not a long drive. I don't have to wait in line. I don't have to shop. I don't have to cook. I have the variety. Like if someone can't find something they love on our menu, I don't know what they're eating.
Yeah, well, and I'm sure you guys think this way too, and I'm sure a lot of people who are watching, I think it's kind of the South Florida culture of where people are busy, people are doing lots, probably more than the average person is even meant to do.
Yeah.
So for me, I mean, it's like my, time is very valuable, and the time cooking, the time prepping, the time those things, that it just allows me to get so much, not even just so much more done. I get to enjoy life more. I have good food, and I personally, I'm one who enjoys cooking, but I understand it's just not realistic for everybody. So.
Yeah, I love cooking, but it's just the time to do it is just the hard part.
Yeah. So that's
trying to make sure everyone else is fed.
No, and I think you guys serve a very, I relative to when I first experienced my first food delivery service, and I was like, oh, cool, that's an awesome thing. I'm sure we'll see how that does, and to see how it's like personally impacted my life. That's why I think it's just such a great thing for people, and I think it's cool to kind of hear a little bit more of the backstory. I think people are used to the companies, but getting to kind of talk to you
and
guys.
we're just not in another company. We actually have put a lot of love in our food, a lot of love in our service, and we just try to be, like you had mentioned before, kind of like a boutique, local.
We want a real relationship with the brand. We love our members that pick up. We have we deliver to the Tri-County area, but we love, if someone's in Boca, the first thing I mention is, you live and work in Boca, come on in, because not only do we get to have that interaction, but I also get to grab you and I have you down. I'm like, okay, give me some real feedback.
You wrestle people when they come in?
Yeah, I'll bother them, and it's like, I don't want to hear everything's fine. Give me something. Yeah.
You cannot escape.
The light, it's dramatic, but it works.
No, that's great. I totally agree. I mean, I've never, you guys have like this beautiful office you walk into, like that's cool. I mean, I've only ever got delivered by anybody else.
We live here, so I mean, it's...
Our goals are to treat our members better than anybody else will treat them, so they can't go anywhere, and to treat our employees better than anywhere else. So the quality of life that, we're able to provide not only our members, but also our employees, it's cool, and it's a fun job. Like, we were just talking to one of our guys, and he was even saying, he's like, my job is basically just making people's day. If they have a bad day and they call in, I make it better. If they're having an okay day, I make it stellar. That's really all we do. So it's easy to enjoy what we do here, and when members come in and they see a happy office and it's a cool environment, we have a lot of people ask if we're hiring and stuff like it, because and that's what I want. I mean, I want to be a client of a company that I would want to work for, like everybody loves Google and all these cool innovative kind of companies that really invest in their employees. So we kind of have that mindset, again, that relationship with the brand, like you guys have, that excellent, it's a fun thing to be a part of.
Be a part of.
And I mean, and our employees and our team is part of that, because they're the ones that are going to have to face, and deal with the clients and make sure that they're okay, and we need that energy to transfer it to them.
And that's where I'll give a shout out. Hopefully my girl Emily Weiss is watching right now. I'm sure you guys know Emily too. But to me, that's an indication, though.
She's pickup clients.
Right. And so for anyone watching, she calls in, gives these guys lots of feedback, and they listen to it, which is cool. And I know from the time that it takes, you know, a lot of companies, it won't take that much time to listen to people,
Right.
and you know, especially you got
Take
someone
time
like
to know
her.
who they are. Right.
Yeah, and just for you guys might not know this either, but you know, and this is with the combo of the two, of the fitness and working with you guys. She just sent me, you know, one of those hair tingling text messages of, you know, her blood markers, everything's massively changed. She went back to the doctor, and they, you know, borderline didn't believe that anything had changed that much. I mean,
Yeah,
in like
wow.
the period of time that she's been on your guys' food and working out. So, you know, I think that's
Awesome.
Yeah.
pretty cool. That's special stuff.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And for the people watching too, before we're done, maybe give any previews of anything that's coming down the pipe for your customers or clients that people would be maybe excited about, aside from awesome food.
We just launched our cold pressed juice company.
Okay, nice.
IntelliJuice. You guys can check that out. And what else we got?
We got new shirts. We've got
Yeah.
the software coming out, which it's going to really. We're unfortunately one of the burdens of being in a relatively novel industry is there's no off-the-shelf software that's just here everything you need.
Yeah.
So we're building it, but once we build it, the benefit is, although it's a long and arduous process, is we'll be able to have it customized for exactly what we fantasize about having automated here and intelligence here, and it'll be
Make
really
it-
cool.
To make it
Easier
easy for the
customers.
customer, obviously.
Yeah,
that's cool.
just like I said, we cater to people that are busy. As you mentioned, we have a lot of people that don't even have the time, ourselves included. I haven't put an order in over 2 years. So we're going to automate that, but make sure that it's picking intelligently for you, knowing what you don't like and seeing what you ordered last time and maybe getting something similar. So we're going to build some intelligence into it. So if you want to just go full auto on it, food's just going to show up and you're just going to enjoy it. You don't even have to think
I
about
mean, we
it.
look for like cool things to add to it, you know, to the service. And you know, it's hot as heck, you know, this summer. We're looking to add in little coolers to just have people have by their door to put the bag in addition, just to give it a
And
little extra
raccoon
cooler.
proof, because
Yeah.
raccoons love our meals. Yeah.
Yeah.
We get a lot.
Animals.
If you're
That's
out
funny.
west,
I wouldn't
you're-
even think
you're
I would
competing
do
with
that.
Your
raccoons in the
pets
morning.
and wild animals will love our food.
Yeah,
that's their food. That's
Get
great.
some jacked
Yeah.
raccoons around the,
Right?
the
Yeah,
west.
We had some shirts recently printed, so give those out. We toss those out to people, you know.
Cool.
trying to,
Yeah.
Make
Awesome.
sure everybody just loves us.
Well, I definitely appreciate you guys
Yeah.
giving
Always,
us some
man.
time,
Yeah, stop
grabbing
by
Oxygen
anytime, man.
Crew, and being part of our conversations on the go. And for anyone who wants to connect with these guys, obviously find them, at fitfoodfresh.com, and we'll have them linked in below this video as well. So awesome company, great guys to interact with, and we appreciate you guys being on.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Joe.
man.
Yep.